Hello, I'm CCYamato. I'm the curator of the Cardcaptor Museum. Welcome to the Real Thoughts on Cardcaptor Sakura, the Clear Card Arc, Chapter 7. The chapter just dropped today, and thus I will be using the Baidu scans, which are all in Chinese. I do speak Chinese, so I'm abusing that advantage to get this video out as quickly as possible. So let's begin with a quick summary. Picking up where Chapter 6 left off, Sakura finds herself in the dream world with the mysterious cloaked child, and we find out that the person in the cloak really wants that new key. But Sakura won't have any of that, and soon she's awoken by Kero. She briefly comments on the experience in the dream, but ultimately it doesn't go anywhere. The following morning we get some sibling bonding with Toya, and it's nice to see that they're getting along on a new level, and despite Toya's exhaustion, he still finds time to tease his little sister. Soon afterward we're off to school to meet the new transfer student, Shinomoto Akiho. Akiho is an instant favorite with the old cast, and she and Sakura become fast friends, bonding over their similarities both in name and characteristics. Meanwhile, Xiaoran is on the phone with Ariel, feeding him information on the new girl in class and asking for any advice. Ariel can only offer that Sakura and Akiho will become friends. Xiaoran is concerned as always, but is reminded that it isn't time yet. The chapter ends with Sakura and Tomoyo in their science class, which is interrupted by the emergence of a walking tree. This probably means that the next clear card will most likely be an upgraded version of the wood. My guess for a possible name is the forest. Now, since there isn't a card to talk about in this chapter, let's talk about the actual big thing that's happened, a new character, Akiho Shinomoto. In the 2 or 3 days since the pages were leaked revealing her introduction, there have been theories flying around, and I'm going to address some of the big ones. First, let me get this theory out of the way. I don't think I'm going to blow anyone's mind by saying that Akiho is most likely the figure in the cloak. We know how Clamp writes. This is not news to anyone, especially considering that, as I said in my first reflection, this series seems to be so far a rehash of the base storyline for the first series. Akiho parallels the arrival of Ariel in this way, and I see Clamp reusing this story trope. The second theory is that Akiho is the daughter of Sakura and Xiaoran. From the future! There is some ground to stand on with that theory. As mentioned before, the girls bond over their very similar names, and their very similar personalities. Akiho also buys into Yamazaki's nonsense as strongly as Sakura and Xiaoran, who are the only members of the main cast who do this. Physically speaking, this is a manga, so we don't know Akiho's hair or eye color, but she does have one defining physical trait, and that is that she sports an ahoge, a defining anime hairstyle that is shared by none other than Sakura. Personally, I'm opposed to the time travel kid stories. I'm at least willing to see where this goes. If she does end up being a time travel kid, maybe Clamp can do it in a way that I like. But let me just state for the record, I hope that this theory is wrong. In fact, I hope Akiho is only similar to Sakura in order to be intentionally misleading. The third thing to discuss with Akiho is what purpose she serves to the plot, and people have been bringing up the "is she a love interest" idea. Let's just say no. Alright? No. It's been 20 years. Lots of official Sakura and Xiaoran official art. A spin-off manga series with an alternate reality Sakura and Xiaoran who risk their lives for each other. There is too much couple canon for them to do a love triangle in this story. A love triangle requires an amount of believable will they won't they, and there just isn't for this. Xiaoran is too loyal, and Sakura, bless her heart, is too dense to notice. So no, Akiho is not likely to serve as any kind of love interest or threat to one of anime's most iconic couples. Cardcaptor Sakura is not that kind of series. My theory is more that she will serve as a mixture of Ariel and Mizuki, being both a source of the mysterious cards appearing in Tomoeda, as well as being the source of inspiration when it comes to solving the situations presented. Then again, as I stated before, the figure in the cloak, who I believe is Akiho, really wants Sakura's new key, so unlike Ariel or Mizuki, she may be more malicious than Ariel ever was. So that's the real thoughts for Chapter 7, thank you all for watching. Do you have a theory? Leave it below in the comments. Did you like that I used the Chinese scans, or would you prefer for me to wait until there are English scans before I do a video like this? Any comments and thoughts are appreciated. The chapter will likely be translated by professionals in a matter of days. I'll see you next time. And considering that I've been using the Chinese pages, I think it's only appropriate for me to say, 再见.